In Japanese history, the image of the samurai is not only a symbol of bravery but also a representation of loyalty and honor. These warriors played a crucial role in shaping Japan's history through bloody battles and strict rituals. Let us explore the origins, formation, and legendary stories of the samurai, who made their mark on the annals of history. The samurai emerged during the Heian period, 7941-185, when the power of the Kyoto court began to wane, paving the way for the rise of local lords. These lords, known as daimyo, began to build their armies to protect their territories. This was the beginning of the samurai, warriors dedicated to defending their lands and maintaining order. As the Kamakura period, 1185 to 1333, approached, the formation of the samurai became more pronounced under the leadership of the Minamoto no Yoritomo shogunate. During this time, samurai were not only warriors but also a powerful military and political class, playing a central role in managing and protecting the country. However, the path to becoming a true samurai is not easy. The warrior must start his journey from a very young age. Training is not only about fighting skills but also a mind and body challenge. From the very first days, young students must undergo rigorous exercises to train their muscle strength, flexibility, and concentration. A samurai's combat skills are honed through hours of practice with the katana and other weapons. Training sessions in the dojo are designed to simulate real combat scenarios. From basic strikes to intricate techniques, samurai must repeatedly practice each movement until it becomes second nature. The training extends beyond the physical aspect. Samurai must cultivate mental discipline and self-control. They are taught to restrain their emotions, maintain absolute focus, and perform traditional rituals to develop patience and humility. Meditation sessions and the study of Bushido philosophy are essential parts of their training, helping them achieve inner tranquility and sharpness in action. In addition to technique training, samurai must participate in actual combat scenarios to apply what they have learned. These real battles are not only to test their skills but also to train their reflexes and adaptability. Samurai often face opponents with varying experience and techniques, learning from each encounter to improve their combat abilities. Samurai must endure harsh challenges, from enduring pain in training sessions to overcoming fear in battle. Sacrifice is not only shown in the willingness to give up one's life for honor but also in forsaking personal life to serve their mission and lord. Samurai training aims not only at achieving perfection in technique but also at safeguarding one's honor and family. Each movement and each technique must be performed with utmost precision and finesse. A samurai's honor is tied to continually striving to become the best version of oneself and dedicating oneself fully to ideals and duties. The journey to becoming a true samurai is a challenging process, requiring relentless training and enduring perseverance. Each step in this journey is not only a lesson in combat but also a lesson in self-improvement and honor. Through rigorous training and sacrifice, samurai have left a deep mark on Japanese history and culture, and their legacy continues to inspire future generations. When talking about samurai heroes, we cannot help but mention one of the greatest samurai of all time, the man known as the legendary Japanese samurai Musashi Miyamoto. Born during a time of war, Musashi embarked on his journey not only as a warrior but as a seeker of absolute perfection in skill and spirit. The fateful duel on Ganryu Island is one of the most famous battles in history. With agility and superior intellect, Musashi defeated his opponent with a wooden sword he crafted himself. This victory not only affirmed Musashi's skill but also demonstrated his unique intelligence and strategic mind. Musashi was not just a warrior. He lived by the ideals of Bushido, loyal to noble values and always striving to become the best version of himself. His work, The Book of Five Rings, is not only a book about fighting but also a philosophy of life, inspiring thousands of people to pursue the samurai path. Musashi Miyamoto, a legend, a symbol of courage and resilience. His legacy lives on in the hearts of those who revere the spirit of the samurai. The origin and meaning of seppuku, ritual suicide to protect honor. Seppuku originated during the Kamakura period, 1185 to 1333, when the samurai class was establishing its power and influence. This ritual was not merely a form of suicide but an act of atonement or honor preservation when a samurai failed in their duty or felt they had dishonored themselves or their lord. A samurai might choose to perform seppuku to atone for wrongdoing, to prove their loyalty, or to avoid falling into enemy hands. This ritual carries deep meaning, reflecting the courage and steadfastness of a true warrior. The seppuku ritual is usually performed in a solemn setting, with the presence of witnesses and a kaishakunin, a person tasked with beheading the samurai immediately after they make the first cut, to reduce the pain and prolongation of death. The samurai would kneel on a tatami mat, holding the wakizashi, and make a horizontal cut across the abdomen from left to right, and then, if still able, make a vertical cut. This is the ultimate expression of courage and resolve, even in the face of death. The kaishakunin, with a sharp blade, would swiftly behead the samurai after the cut is made, ensuring a quick and as painless death as possible. This final act of mercy reflects the respect given to the warrior. Seppuku is not just a ritual of martyrdom, but an integral part of the Bushido spirit, the code of honor and ethics of the samurai. In the 12th century, Japan was engulfed in the Genpei War between the Taira and Minamoto clans. During this conflict, the samurai class began to rise as fearless warriors. With courage and combat skills, they secured victory and elevated the Minamoto clan to power, ushering in the Kamakura period, where samurai became the ruling class. The Kamakura period was not only a time of war and glory but also of political stability. Samurai became military and political leaders, crucial in maintaining order and defending the country from external threats. During the Muromachi period, samurai reached the peak of their power and influence. They were not only warriors but also protectors of culture and art. The Bushido rule set is Gi, justice; Jin, humaneness; Yu, courage; Rei, etiquette; Makoto, sincerity; Meo, honor; Chugi, loyalty. Developed and perfected, became the living philosophy not only of the samurai but also of the entire Japanese society. Samurai became symbols of perfection, not only in combat but in their way of life and thinking. They practiced martial arts tirelessly, but also cultivated intellect and spirit through meditation and traditional arts such as tea ceremonies and calligraphy. But nothing lasts forever. The Muromachi period ended with the Unin War, 1467 to 1477, marking the beginning of the Sengoku period, an era of chaos and civil war. Samurai clans that once stood united now turned against each other, plunging the country into bloodshed and sorrow. The Bushido spirit, though still existing, began to be distorted. Samurais, instead of being loyal to their lords and nation, started to seek power and wealth for themselves. Morality and honor became blurred in the endless power struggle. The Edo period, 1603 to 1868, marked the unification of the country under the Tokugawa shogunate. This was a time of peace, but also when the samurai class gradually lost their traditional role. With wars no longer prevalent, samurai became bureaucrats or held honorary positions in society, but they no longer possessed the strength and power they once did. Samurai now became symbols of a glorious past, but no longer relevant to the new era. Many samurai had to give up martial arts, accept a quiet life, and distance themselves from the Bushido ideals they once pursued. The samurai, Japan's honorable warrior class, left behind a legacy that transcends their legendary battles, deeply rooted in the soul and spirit of a nation. This legacy is a blend of honor, loyalty, and the Bushido spirit, the noble values they tirelessly upheld and passed down through generations. The samurai were not just warriors, they were symbols of unwavering resolve and great character, leaving an indelible mark on the heart of every Japanese person.